Nice. 3, 2, 1, go. Actually, it's already recording. What am I talking about?
We can just jump right in.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is EXF here with my Emblem Heroes. I have a Discord discussion with one of my friends here. We got Mr. Kailen here. Say hi to the people, Kailen.
Hello, people, Kailen. I know you. I'm just messing. Don't encourage me.
We got Portal. We got Portal Logic here. Say hi to the people.
Hi guys. Portals is good.
Yeah, okay, so we got a bunch of stuff that we want to talk about for this game. One of my personal mobile games out there. Definitely ahead of Dokkan, in my opinion, so...
I've heard that game's not good to people.
No?
Well, I've heard bad pull rates, I've heard, like,
Well, I don't know. I think Dokkan
we're going to get into bad pull rates.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is... our teams, okay? So mainstay 3, as I have on the list here. So let's start with Kailen. What are your what's your team actually? What's your
my 3? First, my number 1 is always going to be Naui. Okay. I got her as a 4-star, and she's like the first unit I ever spent. Yeah, like even though I had other 5 stars, I just felt like she's kind of like, I feel like she just kind of does everything well. She does a lot of damage. She's tanky enough. I don't feel like she has much weaknesses, except for like the falchion users. But then again, I have Swordbreaker, so I don't really feel like she has any weaknesses.
Oh, well, that's a
yeah. I also use Lucina, even though I know I shouldn't. I keep her as like a super glass cannon.
Yeah, but you love Lucina.
I love the character of Lucina. Yeah, so she stays on there. I have her complete to the point where I'm pretty sure she can one-shot almost anything in the game. And then my third one, it used to be Takumi for a long time.
Oh, I love Takumi.
Usually it's Lindy, if that's how you pronounce that.
I don't know.
But I also it kind of moves around too. Like I've got Effie, who I really want to fit into the team, but I need to get her Brave Lance Plus before I can do that. And I just got Azura, so she'll be making an appearance. But for the purposes of like the main 3 and for Arena, right? If I'm already gonna have one weaker unit, like to fill out the bonus for the Arena, then I don't feel like having a dancer would be good, because that would only leave me with like 2, and then like 2 units to carry, plus the dancer or whatever. So if I'd say Naui and Lucina, and then the third one's pretty much interchangeable. I feel like I should be using Effie, but she's not there yet.
Well, you just don't have her proper set. Yeah. Like I have Effie too, and I don't have her Brave Lance Plus yet. I have her Silver Lance Plus.
I got that 1-star Donald. I'm going to start working on getting that.
Dude, I like how Naui was one of your first units you pulled, and she's still right there at the top of your team.
Yeah. I think as long as power creep in this game doesn't end up being too big of a deal, I think she's going to be around for a long time.
I think the skill inheritance really is going to stop that from being a huge key. Yeah, like you can power creep the characters you like along with the meta.
Yeah.
The only thing is base stats, and honestly, if they just start pumping out characters with really high base stats, I think that would be a very bad decision.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, on to the next one.
Yeah. On to Portals. Your main 3.
My team, my main 3. So like Kailen, my one of my main units was actually my first 5-star pull, and that would have been Tharja. And ever since the tier lists came out, and I would see her on the tier list, I would think, man, no, she's higher than this. She's got to be better than this. And one of the reasons why I thought she was better than she actually is, not that she's bad in any way. I still think she's carries my
weaknesses?
Team. No, she has weaknesses. They definitely get covered. You can't say that Naui has no weaknesses.
I honestly don't know. We'll get into it later.
Get her to fight Hector. What happens?
I actually don't think she gets. I don't think she dies on the first turn, but she loses.
I think she dies.
Dude, everybody loses to
Hector. You might be right. Not Lucina.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, keep going.
Titania would also wreck her, but anyways. So thing I like about Tharja is she's an extremely high damage output unit.
Mage,
I've built her with Desperation and kept her darting blow because I didn't have a speed plus IV.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's pretty fast.
But like the thing that drew me to her was her weapon. Back when skill inheritance wasn't a thing, the Rauer Blade, Rauer Blade, whatever you want to pronounce it. I just thought it was way too good that whatever buffs you stack onto her stacks into her damage as well with a unit that already has so much damage and speed and attacking from a distance. So the rest of my team, I really enjoy attacking from a distance. I'm not a huge fan of the melee characters.
You like the mage type.
I definitely do like the mage. Yeah. The mage meta, but unfortunately that's not great for scores in Arena.
No.
But the complement unit that I had with Tharja, who really solidified her as a top tier unit for me, was female Kailen. I actually haven't pulled a 5.
Kailen? Or she doesn't. I don't think Kailen?
Female Kailen. Female Kailen. I'm not sure.
It's probably it depends where you're from, honestly.
Is it?
Kailen is closer to like
what? Kailen usually has an E, but just out of habit for me. Female Kailen, she complements Tharja really well, and I actually pulled her as a 4-star and invested her into a 5-star.
Okay.
Because the reason I did that is she comes with Hone Attack, so that stacks with Tharja's attack already. Like twofold because you get the Hone Attack bonus plus the extra bonus on with her Rauer Blade.
Yeah.
But she also has her default. She has a Seal Res by default, so she tanks hits and then inflicts -7 resistance on her foes.
Busted.
And her Dark Breath. Her Dark Breath decreases attack and speed -5 at the beginning of each turn within 2 spaces enemy units. So she's like this monster tank that buffs Tharja and debuffs her opponents.
Yeah, so
because they're red and blue, they work really well together. And for my third unit, I used Takumi for a long time.
He's so good.
He was really good early game. But since then,
I still think he's good.
He's good, but
he's not amazing.
I think he falls off during inheritance.
Yes. The unit I have now as my third main is Soren. My boy Soren.
Your boy. Okay, your boy.
Tell
me about your boy.
He is a perfect fit for my team currently because Tharja and Kailen were having difficulties dealing with units like Naui and Reinhardt and Lindy, the blue mages.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have an answer for them, but Soren, the god that he is, has 32 resistance and is a green mage. And I got him a plus speed IV. So I gave him Nino's weapon, Grand Blade, as well. So he gets all the benefits of Kailen as well. And now I can just toss him out and bait a Reinhardt and kill him in one turn without taking any damage. So that's pretty sweet. So between those three, they pretty much cover every matchup. The only thing that really gives me issues are flyer units. But
you got Takumi. What are you talking about?
No, not in my main three. Not in my main three.
Oh, not in your main three.
I'd rather take a dancer with me because usually, even flyer units, I can bait out with Kailen, and she inflicts her minus res, and then either Tharja or Soren can clean up. So that's my core three. So I'll pass it off to you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the thing with me is that I don't really have like a core three that I could say, just because.
Can I interrupt for just a second here?
What? Yeah.
I'm assuming that not everybody who's going to see this is going to figure it out right away. Probably not everyone is as hardcore as we are, but the reason we are only talking about 3 instead of 4 is because every week the units that you get bonus score from in Arena change out. So having 4, like a team based on 4, doesn't necessarily work as well because no matter how good that team is, it's not going to be able to carry you through like the amount of bonus
points. You get half score.
Yeah, half score.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you were.
I don't know what I said, but I'll just keep going. So for me, it's just like Ryoma, man, that's my main man.
Yeah,
that's like my core 3.
My core 3 is Ryoma, and Ryoma.
That's it. Ryoma. Like, oh, he's so good. And like, I was fortunate enough to like pull him in the what was the banner? Which banner was he in? Was it Heroes?
Was it the Heroes?
I think it was Heroes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and it was in like my first attempt, and I got him. So I was just like, oh yeah, this is good.
I remember seeing that. I think you posted a video.
Yeah,
of that,
I posted a video on that, and like I literally yelled and screamed. I was like, I got this guy. And
I'm seeing the annotation on screen right now. Click here to see the video where we
I think
I might just click it there.
Yeah, dude.
But I mean, he's so good though. Like he can, even when he's like up against like blue units, right? Like he could handle his own because he's fast, obviously, so he could take care of himself. Mm-hmm. And usually whenever I use Ryoma, I usually have like a healer and a dancer, so he just like runs amok.
So it's Team Ryoma with support.
yeah, pretty much.
Dude, it is a Fire Emblem Heroes crab battle.
But like the thing with me is that like I have a bunch of units that I always like interchange all the time. Like I always have Ryoma on a team, and then I would have maybe a dancer, maybe a healer. I use Soren a lot. I use Effie a lot. I just got Klein, and I like him a lot. Yeah, like but like there's no core 3 that I actually commit to at all. So
you know what? That is good.
So that's good. But you also, I think, as you play more and figure out what works best for you in Arena, will allow you to invest more in a core 3, and then you'll be able to achieve better results from it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if I had to say, like, the 3 units that I mostly use, I guess, would be Ryoma, Effie, and most likely Klein at this point. So those are the 3 that kind of, like, work.
Yeah.
So here's why. So you're raving so hard about Takumi. Why do you use Klein?
Because I don't have a Takumi.
Oh, really? Well, that's why you think he's OP then.
I face him all the time in like Arena, and he just like busts through my units all the time. Yeah, that's why I want Takumi so bad.
Yo, EXF.
I mean, close counter is so good though.
I've pulled 3 Takumis.
What? Get that.
I have one sitting level 1 that I just don't know what to do with.
Oh, shame.
I don't want to bust him into a limit break because I feel like his distant counters or close counter skill is more valuable than he is.
Actually, that is true. That is true. I mean, like that's why a lot of people try to pull Hector's, right, to get the distant counter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, I brought up my Effie earlier. I think that like the moment I got a Hector, I would be putting distant counter on
Effie. 100%.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, I don't. Be so busted.
But the thing is, I also don't have any 5-star green units.
Oh,
but like green units are so scarce in this game at this point, though. Like, there's not a good green.
You got your Ninos, and you got your Hectors.
Nino, I think Raven
Julia.
has potential.
Who?
Raven.
No, I don't think so because I haven't heard of him.
No, but like Raven as a green unit can match.
Who the fuck is this guy?
His stat,
you told me you know exactly who this is. Hey, I'm gonna find a picture.
Do I?
Yeah, because you told me he had potential too.
Did I?
Well, like if you see his base stat, it's actually the same as Ryoma. Actually, it's the exact same thing, but like I think his defenses are like super duper shy.
Here, I'm gonna list off his base.
What makes Ryoma better than him by default is Ryoma's sword.
Yeah,
Raijinto.
And opens up
so much.
I definitely did not say this, Kailen. This was someone else.
I swear you said that. You said something about someone weird. Anyway, now that I'm putting words in your mouth.
Did you look
5-star? Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. His base 8 or neutral IVs or whatever. HP 41, attack 34, speed 35, defense 25, and resistance 22.
Okay.
Nothing there screaming at me.
No, it's okay. Well, I mean, I guess you need to give him a good axe.
The speed is really good, actually.
Yeah.
Like, it's within the top 20%, I'd say. And he has decent everything else. So, nothing.
Well, let's see. Brave X Plus. Okay, so his speed is really good.
That's not good, though. Like, you wouldn't want to put Brave Axe Plus on Raven.
Yeah, because he can double anyone.
Because he's actually fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Daylight and all. His specials aren't screaming at me.
Yeah, probably Killer X. That's probably the best, and then put like I don't know.
So I have a quick question. Back to my Effie, because like Effie is a unit that I said previously that like I think she's got a place on my team, but I don't know how to finish her off. Every build seems to say give her Brave Axe Plus or Brave Lance Plus, right? So she can double.
Yeah.
But does that work with Warden or whatever her special is? I'm gonna look it up. That means
yes.
She can't do doubles. That works. That just breaks it. Oh my lord!
It just makes it that she can't be doubled when she's above 50% health.
Yeah,
but she can still double.
I have that on my Effie.
Okay, so that is just simply like the best. Yeah,
because she gets double shot all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna because she is so slow.
She's so slow. And giving her a brave weapon makes no difference. Yeah.
So yeah,
there's absolutely no like drawback to giving her a brave plus.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd say 22,000 feathers is
no. That's only gains.
Yeah. I'm sending my boy off, Donald, to the farm.
Donald, get the farmer boy to go get it for you. Get some worms for you. Okay, so we're gonna move on. So next on the list is luckiest pulls. Me, Dioma. Like that's all it is.
Okay, I actually I'm glad you. First of all, I want to say that these aren't in any order. The list I gave you, so we can just talk about whatever you pick from it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we're. Yeah, I wanted to bring this up too because Portal had said in the beginning, it's like, oh, I really like that. Now it was one of your first draws or your first pulls, and then she's like a mainstay on your team, right? But I downloaded this game on the release day, right? Like day one, I said, yo, I'm gonna download this game. I'm still battered wife syndrome, abused and recovering from my bout with the Tales of mobile game. I don't think I can get into another one. My heart's not going to be its own again. Yeah, that's going to be its own I don't know if I can swear. Its own entire episode series. Okay.
Oh, he's gonna cry.
But, so I'm still recovering from that. I download Fire Emblem Heroes and it's like, all right, so I complete the tutorial. I go through the very first banner was Lucina front and center, Takumi, and a few others. I can't remember who they were, but it was Lucina and Takumi, right? So I'm looking at these orbs. I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. The very, very, very first unit I ever pulled was Lucina.
Oh, get out of here. No way.
No, I'm not. The very first pull. So I went from being like, yeah, I'll take it casually and we'll see how it goes. And it's like, no, I'm
playing this game now because I just
got my I have logged in every single day since the release of this game.
Nice.
And it has yet to feel like a chore.
Yeah. No,
definitely not. And then
unlike some other games.
Yeah, unlike some other games that we will. Oh man, this is gonna be one of those things. Like if this podcast, takes off, we're always gonna talk shit about. Oh man, those games of the past, right? And then the fans will be asking for it. It's like, give us the episode, because we're always gonna be referencing it. But anyway, and then there was also the time very recently where I've been saying for months, man, if I just had Azura.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The only unit left in the game I need, right? Or I don't even need her.
And when did you pull her?
The recent Azura banner, it's still live right now, as of whatever day it is. It was like 5 a.m. I was drunk. 5 a.m. I was like, yo, there's an Azura banner that just came up today. Let's fucking go. And then
you say that you've been up until 5 a.m. I find myself up until like 3 a.m. all the time playing this game, and it's so really
okay. I'm gonna finish this story and then I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna catapult off that point. Okay. Anyway, I'm drunk. I come home, 5 a.m. I see this Azura banner and I'm like, normally I'm pretty conservative, right, with my orbs.
Yeah.
Like I'm debatably free to play. We can get into that later too.
Yeah, we could get into that too.
I'm pretty like 99% free to play, and normally I'm pretty conservative, but I'm drunk and I don't care and I want Azura. So I pull and I get 4. I pulled. I'm only pulling for blues, right? Because I don't have that many orbs. So I pull, I think, 4 Tsubakis. Oh my god! Don't even get me started. Tsubaki is my least favorite unit in the game, and then bam, Azura. So that was pretty lucky too.
So before you catapult,
I gotta let you finish.
I gotta put my input in. So, my favorite Fire Emblem game coming into this was Path of Radiance. So I sat on a bunch of orbs waiting for a banner where they had characters released.
You straight told me that too. You were like, when this you called it like 2 months in advance. You're like, when this happens, I'm getting it.
Yeah, exactly. So my goal above any other character is I wanted Soren, and I wanted Soren to be in the banner, and lo and behold, he was. But I liked all the characters, so I decided to pull all the colors for all the characters in that banner from Path of Radiance. And my first 5-star I got from that banner, I think I spent like 160 or 180
It was a lot.
On this banner.
Orbs or dollars?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Orbs.
Oh, okay.
Orbs.
We're free to play, by the way.
100%.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't spent a dime on this game. Nor have I spent a moment of time doing surveys for orbs on this game. Anyways.
Debatably free to play.
So I'm pulling all the colors, and the first unit I get is Mist. Arguably the worst one.
Mist.
But Mist, she's still cool. Her character design is awesome. I got her.
Now,
and then,
just a moment. Is Mist someone's brother? Who's Mist's brother?
Ike's little sister.
Yeah. There we go. No, yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Anyways, so then I continued pulling, and then the next unit I got was Titania.
What?
And I'm like, well, not the next unit, but the next 5-star that I pulled.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And so I got Titania, and I'm like, okay, those are like the 2 units I didn't want the most out of this banner. I wanted Ike and Soren.
Yeah.
And so like I kept pulling, and then my next unit I got another Titania. I'm like, oh no, it's looking good. This is looking rough, boys. And I got down to like my last 30 orbs, and I started only pulling green because I'm like, if anything, I just want Soren. And then I think it was on my last pull, like the last amount of orbs I had, I got Soren. And I'm like, holy shit, there is no way. And I checked him, and he was a plus speed minus defense IV. I'm like, godsend. That's everything I ever wanted from this game.
Nice.
So that was
I think that's the same set
luckiest
as
pull
my
for me.
Soren, actually. I think he's a plus
You have a
speed
plus speed minus defense? That's sick. Plus
yeah,
speed minus
so.
defense?
Well, I don't know if you know, but I pulled 3 Sorens.
You pulled 3 Sorens? No!
There was this one video that I made, and I pulled 2 Sorens in a row, which like made no sense.
God.
Yeah. So yeah, I have 3 Sorens, and one was plus speed minus defense, one was plus resistance minus defense, and another one was some stupid. So it was something stupid. So I just fed him. I'm just like,
Yeah. So I spent a lot of feathers into investing in Soren. I evolved a Nino from 3 to 5-star just to give him Gromblade Plus. And so he's got Gromblade Plus, Drawback, Moonbow, Fury 3, Wings of Mercy 3, and Hone Attack 3.
He's your boy.
Yeah, he is my boy. And he does not disappoint when it comes to arena results.
You know, yeah. Like, I don't use Soren a lot myself, but like whenever I do use him, like he puts in the work. He is
the answer to every blue mage in the game.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
even
a bold
blue
statement.
units, aside from
no,
flyers,
it's not. I think Lind did 4 damage last time she attacked my Soren.
What?
That's rough. That's a hard life.
And then he one-shot her.
Gone.
And
you know what?
Without like a triangle. It's because he has 32 res and he's green.
Yeah. So there's no way.
And like with my Fury, his speed is. Oh, I also have a speed seal on him. What is he at? He's at 40 speed and 32 res. So
yeah. That's
he decimates blue mages.
Right now, I went through our Facebook history, and I'm screenshotting the part where you got Soren and you popped off. You should put that in the like the video.
I'll put a little clip.
That is dedication for you to go back that far in our conversation.
I did it, dude. I did it. It's right here. I put it.
Were you scrolling up like the entire time?
No, I searched.
Oh, you searched it. Oh, okay.
I searched, and believe me, there's 36 results for Soren in our chat.
That's pornos.
No. Can you
it's like, Soren's my boy. Soren's my boy.
It was just 2 lines of me mashing the keyboard.
Yeah, it was
just typing the same 5 letters. Soren.
So I tried to get it in one screenshot, but you might have to doctor that a bit. There it is.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I see it. Okay, yeah.
Here's the cool part too. Is like he popped. It's like we're talking about it, and I'm up here. I'm in the purple. I'm like, I have 40 left, and I want to keep going. And then he just starts spamming me, and I'm like, Soren? ? And then here comes the best part though. He sends me a screenshot of Soren before the first star animation is even played out. and then
you already knew that he was gonna be pulled by that point. Oh man.
Yeah. So he sends me it before the first star animation is even finished, and then he sends me two more lines of spam. And then all I do is send him a thumbs up, and he sends me one back. Like, yeah, you should put that in there.
I'll put it in. Don't worry. That's hilarious. Oh man. Okay.
Dude, it didn't matter. Like, if there was a way to pull Soren 1 star, I would have evolved him all the way to 5 star.
You probably would have.
There is no probably.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
I want to talk about who we hate to see in Arena, because we've discussed our teams.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Let's do that. Yeah. Actually, let's do that.
So I can open with that because I have a weird one. I have some weird ones.
Yeah.
I have some weird ones. First of all, the reason I want Titania so bad, even though she's supposed to be bad, is that I'm pretty sure for some reason my Lucina can't even scratch her. Like, I'm pretty sure there's nobody.
Not true.
No,
your Lucina would 1-hit her.
Okay, there's some reason I'm afraid of Titania. It might be because she beats my Naui up. I'm not sure.
Wrecks her Naui. She wrecks her.
Yeah. So that might be the reason.
Has res for days and an emerald axe, so she would fuck your Naui.
But the number one for me is Julia. That character, she's the green mage, yeah?
Yep.
Just, man, I think she can one-shot every unit I have on my team.
Same.
And doesn't even break a sweat doing it.
Wow.
And because every team on Arena seems to have a dancer, that's the one for me. Hector, no problem.
I don't see any dancers on Arena.
Really?
Yeah,
I run into dancers left and right.
Really?
Guys, use bonus units, please. Stop ruining my runs.
Dude, okay, so in Arena, I see the same 3 units. I see Hector, Takumi, and Julia. Like, those 3 units.
I don't see a lot of Takumis anymore.
I see Takumis every single time.
More, but
you know what? It's like this is like EXF here. He's like never been laid. It's like all he can talk about, all he can think about is Takumi. And like the moment he gets one, he'll be like, it's not this.
I thought it was a lot greater than that.
Yeah. We gotta get you a Takumi, dude. We gotta go out to the bar, find you some pineapple head.
Okay, keep going.
That's it for me.
That's it. So, can I go? I guess I'll go now.
Yeah, that's it.
For a while it was blue mages, but Soren fixed that problem. Right now, I don't really have a lot of issues dealing with units. I guess a flyer emblem team would give me issues because mages don't generally deal well with flyers.
Right.
But I run into them so few and far between, it doesn't make a big difference. And even when I do, I can bait with Corin and have their res lowered with her passive, and then Tharja and Soren usually just...
Is it -7?
It's -7.
Oh, -7,
Like, after she tanks, it's seal res. So after combat, -7. Oh, and at the start of each turn, attack and speed -5 for each unit.
Yeah, that's a dead unit.
And when I put Moonbow on Soren and Tharja, that also helps.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't really have any trouble with Hector. I will either one-shot her or one-shot him with Tharja, or use Tharja's desperation to just cleanly hit him twice and end his life.
Yeah.
Same with Julia, no issues there. Tharja deals with her pretty easily.
Yeah.
I think Ryoma might be one of the harder units for me if he's high enough speed that my Tharja cannot double him, which is why I'm considering putting the speed seal on Tharja rather than attack. Because her speed with Darting Blow right now is only 41, which is not short, but if I don't double Ryoma, he's an issue.
If it's a plus speed, then it's not a double.
Yeah, so I gotta remedy that.
Yeah.
Other than that, Takumi can be an issue if I don't have desperation and his vantage is activated.
Yeah.
But those are the only two that really give me trouble, and I can usually work around them. Corrin does a really good job of dealing with Ryoma. She's got high defense and attacks with magic or breath, so Ryoma's tankiness doesn't really do a lot. And I find like he doesn't do a lot of damage to Corrin either. I usually take about anywhere between I'd say about 8 to 14 damage for both hits, like combined, when she tanks them. So
interesting.
Not usually a huge issue for me.
Yeah.
The issue is the units that follow up after him. If I can get him isolated, it's not an issue, but if I can't, then he can be an issue.
Yeah, just go in for the gangbang.
Yourself?
Yeah, for me, it's mostly Hector. I think. Just because
I don't understand how you can have such an issue with Hector when Ryoma is your whole team.
No. It's not really the Hector. It's not really Hector on its own. It's because like I designed my team to support Ryoma. Right?
Okay, so, yeah, it's the same idea where it's like you can handle him fine on his own, but he takes time to deal with, and when there's other units, it's an issue.
Well, like I can't have Hector come to the front. Before, like, my thing is, like, I have to, if Hector's on the enemy team, then I have to make sure I kill off the 3 other units before I go to Hector, because if Ryoma gets any form of damage on him, Hector would just one-shot him, right? So, like, he needs to be at max health whenever he faces off against Hector. And I don't usually
Do you have him sitting, like, at the threshold? Like, literally, like, he's just, like, a few HP over being one-shot?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So, like, I sometimes, like, if I'm in the arena, like, I don't want to bring a healer in arena. So, usually I'll have, like, you know, Ryoma, Effie, an arrow unit, and probably, like, a mage unit or something like that. So, I always gotta, like, play cat and mouse with Hector and make sure I don't, so that's
usually not too big of a deal because he can only move one space at a time. So if you play it smart, you can bait all the other units to come for you first, and then deal with Hector at the end.
Just to mention, though,
like the thing is, like if you're in a map where there's a lot of obstacles, like that just becomes even more of a pain, you know?
Yeah.
You know what? On that topic, how do you guys feel about some of the new maps?
Oh,
like the fire one, I feel like is the worst.
I hate that one. I hate going to that one.
Where it's like your units are split up.
Yeah. And you have to like feed through the outside or the inside, right?
So here's the thing, though, right? Like you want to get your team together because that's how Fire Emblem works, right? Like you're an army, your units.
Yeah, you're stronger.
You know, they work better together. Yeah. So you want to get your all like 2 units in every corner of the map, right?
Yeah.
But there's an extra square of untraversable terrain.
Yep.
For your side, but not the enemy side.
Yep.
So if you want to get your units together, you have to put them really far out there and try to, before they can go into the corner. It's like a bell curve, right?
Yeah.
And the enemy team doesn't have to do that, and every team seems to have dancers. So like you meet in the middle, and it's always this really awkward thing where like you don't get to have a backline or a front line. And I don't know if it's like maybe it's a way to balance out, like, you know, how dumb the AI can be.
I think it's exactly that. Whereas the AI can't think, and they needed a way to balance. So yes, it's annoying. But no, it's just annoying. I don't have anything else to add to that.
It's annoying,
but I don't think it's the most cheesiest map out there.
Really?
I feel like
is it the ship?
No.
I've heard the ship really benefits casters.
It does. It does. I think it does.
I actually, you know what? The ship has actually given me more issues with my team of casters than it has given me benefit, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. Well, I think for that kind of map, like I've always had benefit whenever I had a dancer on that map. Like I just bust through with a unit with a dancer.
The maps that have benefited me the most, or like the one map that I don't think I've ever lost a unit on, is the Oasis map.
Is that the freaking Bomberman map?
It's the big square in the middle. and then that's it.
Which one's that?
It's on the desert.
Oh no, that is a very easy map to win.
Yeah, that one is free.
Is that just like a straight up open plain?
No, there's a big square in the middle
with trees on all four corners of the square and like defense squares around the oasis. I'll see if I can find it.
I'm getting a picture for you right now.
Yeah, give me a picture. Doesn't ring a bell. I don't
that one's free.
What you do is you pick the side that, because like the units are split up, right? It's another map where the units are split up into corners.
You can manipulate the AI so hard.
Yeah. You pick the side that has their armored units who can only move one square at a time, or the side that has the dancer. You approach the dancer side so that like the other team has to move all the way around the map before they can even like be near you.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say something. No, it's gone.
Do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about when I say the Bomberman map?
No. Oh wait, yes. I was actually about to talk about that map, but didn't register that that's the one you meant. Yeah, it's the one where they give like a little kid the tool to build a bridge and told him to go nuts.
Yeah. So I'm working on
just bridges for days.
Picture for me or what? Like I don't know what this Oasis Bomberman.
I know. I'm working on it right now. It doesn't seem like there's a really good.
I'll find it, Brett. Never mind. Yeah, I'll work on it. You guys talk.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So there's that.
Okay. So yeah. Go ahead.
No, I found it here. I think I have. I think I have an image set here of every map. I just gotta wait for it to load.
No, you guys talk about something. I'll do it properly.
Okay. If I said the fire map, the lava map, where it's just two squares of intraversal terrain that like oscillate back and forth. Do you know what I'm saying? I got you. I got a picture.
Okay, give me a picture because I don't know. There's two fire maps that I'm always.
You know what though? It's good because if you're not getting it, then the viewers won't get it either. So,
yeah, this
is the one I'm talking about. You'll know what I mean when you.
I know this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of maps. I don't know if they're supposed to be this way, but they just feel really awkward to play on.
You have to have a dancer in a map like this. Like you just have to. Like
what I do. To handle I think I'm gonna almost cover what you were about to say. I will take my Lindy and I will send her way up and I'll have her one shot someone, whoever I can.
Yeah.
And then I'll just use my Now He's Reposition.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
okay.
So
So that's kind of like similar to how I do it. So usually I would there's usually like one mage or something in this map, and I just send Yoma up. In that if I count from the bottom left 1, 2, 3, and then up to the first mud pit there from the left side. I just send them there, and then a unit would just like creep up, and then I just counterattack.
Here we go.
And then I would.
There's Oasis. That's the freest map in the game.
Oh, you know what? I've probably played on this map maybe like twice.
Okay, that explains why you weren't getting it.
Yeah.
It was only up for like 1 or 2 weeks of arena, and it could have been missed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, EXF started much later than we did. I started day 1.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. I mean, you introduced me to the game in the first place. But
yeah.
I
believe Portal started
day 1
or 2 after.
I think you just told me about day 1 or day 2.
I told you about it right away, and then you said no, I'm too busy, and I said get over here.
This guy plays it like 24/7 now.
I actually don't. I just optimize really hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I think that between the three of us, you're probably the most knowledgeable about this game, but just because...
That's because I optimize really hard.
Yeah,
because I don't have
so much time doing your stuff.
There's some, giant space whales out there who probably are way better at the game than us. Like, honestly, I know
more than me.
Yeah,
but there's always like some creep that just sits in the house.
Hey, be nice, dude. You're talking to your fan base right now.
These are your viewers. These are the people who are watching your content. So we don't want you in our.
No, those people won't watch my channel here. Like I'm so small. What do you hear?
Not anymore. They won't.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, if you're a space whale and you pull hundreds of dollars into this game, I've seen posts where there's people. It's like, oh, I've spent like $5,600. Here's my box or whatever. It's like brag posts. If you're if you're one of those people, do you need more? Is it like heroin, or is it like I've already pulled everything good, I don't need to see anymore?
Also, do you brag about that?
Yes, people definitely do. There was actually a problem on the subreddit where they had to make how do I build my team posts no longer like postable like
I don't
at the baseline.
Why you would brag about that?
Because
it's completely foreign to me.
It breaks my heart.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay. I don't know. What else do you guys want to say? You want to say?
I want to say that might be good for now because I mean that actually went on for a very long time. Yeah, and to be honest, EXF is starting to lag out pretty hard. So if there's been any weird interruptions on my part, I apologize for that. I don't know how it's going to sound in the VOD, but there's been some connection issues a little bit.
I think we're good.
I hear it too, so I don't know how it's going to sound like too. But I mean, I could just edit all that stuff out, anyways.
Yeah. Or whatever. Yeah. So I think we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna let EXF
that's it for tonight.
sail us away here.
That was actually a lot of fun.
If you
am I out again?
This was a poor choice.
I'll send us off if that's okay. It's I don't want to like steal your thunder or anything, but I don't know how this is gonna turn out. If he's lagging, no, it's like if you enjoy the content,
okay,
give him one more try. Yeah, you get one more try.
Okay. No, it's not doing it. It's not doing it.
It's good.
Like okay. I see like 3 bars, and then it goes down to 1 bar, and it goes back to 3 bars again.
All right. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Okay.
Send us away, Kailen.
Okay, so hopefully this isn't laggy. Hopefully Dr. Force over there fixes this up and makes this outro a little bit less horrendous. If you guys like it, I think tonight was a lot of fun for us, especially. If you like it, we're down to do more. We play the game a lot. We have a lot in common. There's a lot more than just Fire Emblem we could talk about. If you've been on EXF's channel for a while, he does some other stuff with Tales and anime and whatever, right? If you like it, let us know. And honestly, it won't take that much probably to make us do more. If a handful of you guys are really into it, I think we'd all be down to do it again. I think that's it for us tonight. Thanks for listening.
That's so good. That's the perfect ending. Oh man, we're out of here. Later, guys.